Tonight we have torn apart on the workbench a 1987 GE AC/DC portable AM/FM radio. This is actually a little bit too new for my collecting interest, but someone asked me to repair this. Like 2 or 3 other people, he brought to my attention that you just can't buy just a basic AM/FM radio anymore. Everything has CD players or MP3 players or iPod docks or some other such nonsense associated with it. And this gentleman that owns this radio, along with 2 or 3 other people that I've talked to, expressed interest in just wanting to own an AM/FM radio. They don't need all that other junk. And this right here is something the original owner added. He said he wanted to make the power cord unpluggable, so when he decided to use the radio as a battery-operated portable. So, I'll just leave that alone. But here's the problem we have, and it does this on both AM and FM. That high-pitched squeal. It varies with the tone control. We actually have reception, but that squeal is very annoying. And I suspect the problem is a bad electrolytic bypass capacitor, but first we have to get all this out so we can check it. Okay, we now have the foil side of the circuit board exposed, and there's an apparent problem right off the bat. Obviously some batteries leaked in this set, and you can see the corrosion on the circuit board. I'll have to clean all that off and then repair any traces that might have opened up as a result of the battery acid. Okay, I cleaned off as much of the gunk as I could, and that might have taken care of the problem.
I've got very similar pictures of myself. Latest from Eminem now.
And even though these traces still measure continuity, it would probably be a good idea to run some jumper wires across them, and just on the event that there's still some electrolyte from those batteries that could still eat through the traces over time. Okay, I cleaned up that battery corrosion and jumped out the traces that were affected, and that seems to have taken care of the squealing problem. Okay, we're now back together. Let's do a quick band scan of both FM and AM.
This way before. Yes, I swear. Incredible, baby.
105.7 The Beat.
This weekend, Major League Baseball on ESPN Radio. It's one of the best.
Up to $300 on trade-ins. 3, the latest refurbished smartphones for as low as $74.99. For details.
At first, Einstein became religious when he went to Harvard.
Rest my case. It's so.
Can I let you go? Gonna tell you how much.
93.1 FM, WMER.
In this. So the reason the resurrection is true is not just because that we affirm and believe that Jesus is alive. Because he is alive, finding true love.
Media influence will influence that number a little bit, but in the long run, you're going to.
Well, it's not too bad.
Not death panels.
Although I would like it better if you could switch the AFC off. That way you could pick out the distant stations without the strong ones running together.
SafeDirect.com for.
We'll have another big show here tomorrow night. We won't be here. We'll be in Florence, South Carolina.
WSM, I believe.
And the clock and we score a goal.
Get
Time 9:17.
The test of your insurance.
So the officials will trot to the...
Randy Choate set.
His new one-day fantasy.
It's Prudhoe, the president of Meridian Management.
Case in point.
Okay, I'd say AM is about average. But yeah, apparently the electrolyte that leaked out of the batteries was slightly conductive enough to cause a problem. And since it had leaked between several traces, you know, that was enough to throw it over the edge, you might say. Well, I saved him from having to buy a new radio, so there you go. The 1987 GE portable radio. Thanks for watching, and more to come later.